built this movement over 15 years ago. My brother Dorsey, Linda, a whole bunch of y'all who were also in the room at the Center for Third World Organizing. We chose to call this All of Us or None. Not all of us or some. You know what I'm saying? The shit about violent versus nonviolent and all that other bullshit, all these motherfucking carve-outs, we gotta stop accepting that bullshit, y'all. Am I cussing too much? Well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfucking carve-outs, they will try to divide us, old versus young, men and women, cisgendered and our trans relatives, LGBT and heterosexual, youth and elders. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown. They trying to divide and conquer us, y'all. Does that shit sound familiar? That's some old school Willie Lynch syndrome type bullshit. We ain't gonna be divided like that, right?
We come out here to let these people know that we got a life and our life matters too. We need jobs, right? We need jobs. We need people that's going to take the bold stand and say, we're going to hire these formerly incarcerated folks. We need help. We need you guys to take that leap of faith and believe in each and every one of us. Because just because we're incarcerated don't mean that we're going to be forgotten. So get up there and let them know that our voice matters. Our voice matters, and we believe in education, not incarceration, right? Education, not incarceration. Education, not incarceration. Education, not incarceration.
I have a degree for biology and I'm a certified EMT. You know, I went to the schools and was riding on the ambulances in McCormick and Gerber up in LA. And now, if I even go out to apply for a job for senior care or even in a nursery home, when I start filling out that application or doing an in-job interview, I get to the part where, have you ever committed a felony? And when I go to check that box, or when I'm in the interview and they ask that question, and I start to tell them about my felony, I maybe get halfway through, and they ask, like, is it expunged, or is it on the table or anything? And if I say no or anything, it's well, maybe when you get that worked out or anything and you come back, there's just that automatic feeling of like, unsafe, or I don't want to bring somebody around or something like that. And I've never had an issue getting a job before. After I was incarcerated, it's been the longest period I've had without work. And now I just have that feeling like I can't get a work in the career that I went to school for or that I was trained for. And honestly, like, I'm not 100% sure what to do. With my degree and everything, it's almost like I can throw that away. You know, no government jobs, no medical jobs or anything. All the years I put in for school, it's like I might as well go back to McDonald's or something, you know? Like, if I can even get hired at Vons or in a corporation. And a lot of people, a lot of us feel like sometimes a life of crime or earning our money under the table or in a way where we're not recognized as criminal or felons is the only or best option that we have. I mean, if you want to get us back into society or living like we're supposed to, we got to be treated like that as well. Regardless of what we've done or how we got into our position, you know, we can't start that road to recovery or back to normal society if we don't have a chance to live like that. We're not given the same opportunities even years later. They can look up our felonies from 10 years later, 20 years later, and no matter how much we've changed, it's like you get a lot of that feeling of I can't be that normal citizen anymore. You know, I'm labeled as that felon for the rest of my life. There's just that feeling, that aura of that's what I gotta be now. You know, you feel like it would feel like I have a chance to be who I was before. Because now I don't feel like I'm that student anymore. I don't feel like I'm that person who can get a PhD. I feel like I'm that person in a society who's always going to be running away and stuff. Like, whenever they look at me, I have to go to a job that is mainly felons or anything like that. The next person who isn't, no matter how like much more training or whatever I have over them, it's not equal, you know? It's almost going back to like a civil rights thing. Regardless of our qualifications, that one little factor in our life, that one difference is going to put me under everyone else. So again, I feel under the level of society again. And having equal job opportunity and stuff would make me feel like I'm a citizen of the society again.
This is what I think. I think that people with formally criminal convictions should have a chance at a job, because we should not be held hostage to our past. If I am a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen today, then I should be able to go to work, take care of my family, pay my bills like everybody else. You know what really trips me out and what really makes me mad is that we're in America, and this is America, the land of free, and we can't even be free because people hold us hostage. This is where people come for a second chance, and then they don't even give us a second chance at starting over again. And so that's why I believe that the Fair Chance Act, the SB 1080, should be passed because we deserve a chance.
When I was 14 and sent to juvenile hall, I was also, as a result, deported after doing prison time back to El Salvador. Some people before had told me, at least you're getting a free ticket back home. That's not my home. My home is here. My home is with my family. I do not want to go back. So we need to make sure that some of our immigrant communities are still protected under SB 3, SB 6, and even SB 54. And I'll tell you one thing, although it's hard for us to accept that, because they keep putting us, dividing us between the good immigrant and the bad immigrant. So as a formerly incarcerated, as a formerly deportee, I'm here today representing the immigrant community that have been criminalized throughout California. Right. Today, todos o nadie, todos o nadie, todos o nadie.
And right here, I'm here to support SB 394, AB 3. Why? Because after I got out, a year after I got released, ICE came to my house like I was a criminal and arrested me, saying that they had made a mistake. I came to the United States as a legal a resident, and they said they had made a mistake. So after I went through ICE, spent a few days, and I had to bail out. Right now, I go through the problem. They want to take my residence. You know, I have a family. I have a wife. I have a 19-year-old baby boy. You know, so now I say, okay, they wanted to separate me from my family. That's what's going on. And deport them. You know, separate families like they're trying to do mine. I paid the crime. I've been shown that I'm rehabilitated. I've worked. I support my family. I put food in the table. You know, and if you were to actually go and check the ratings, it says it's only about 1.3 or lifers that go back in prison. But these people right here is saying no, that we're criminals still. A study has shown that we're not. You know, we become better citizens and, well, probably than themselves. So we're here together, and together we're strong. We are family. We might be black, white, brown, whatever color, but we're family. And strong, we stand together, and we're to fight with justice on our side. So it's all or none. All or none. Thank you.
So at a certain point, I think that everybody deserves more than just a second chance. They deserve every chance that they can get, because we all worthy.